All right, welcome family to another Pop Up House HEADZ edition, and we're sitting here with somebody that's familiar to most, and for the few that don't know, this is the GLAM soul star herself, Miranda Nicole, singing legend. She's put it down here. She's moved on to higher heights right now. Once again, welcome to the show, Miranda Nicole. Welcome.
Thank you so much, legend. I don't know about legend. We're gonna work on that.
well, when you look at what you've done from Kissing You, your first single, correct?
Yes.
And that galvanized the house music scene, especially in the video world, because I understand that was the first house music video shot here in the ATL.
Yes, indeed.
And that goes back to what, 20, help me out here.
Oh, we did that video, I want to say in like 2010, 2011.
So early. Yeah, it was like people were still spooky about the camera and all that stuff, like especially in the club when I was bringing it. So you tapped into something, and at the end of the day, everything must be scribed, So that's why I say legendary and legend, because you're a part of a project that it was done first. So that's legendary to me.
Thank you.
No doubt. So going forward, what have you been doing since leaving Atlanta?
So I had a baby. I had a daughter.
Congratulations.
Thank you. She's gonna be 4 years old in December. So mom again. Pretty much, full time. But still continuing to record. I've had several producers from all over the world reach out to me about, collaborating. So I've been doing lots of new collaborations, and also with some younger producers that I'm really excited about, because they, are tapping into some different sides of me as well. Still performing, now with the world opening back up, I have more, opportunities to perform. So I'm putting on some of my own shows. I just recently released my music video for Shine.
Yes.
And also the single by Zephyr and Saint, which came out on Tribe Records. So I've been...
Let's hold on right there, and let's talk about that video. So that video was shot, in New York, all through New York, or just Brooklyn?
Yeah, it was shot in New York City, but basically in Brooklyn, really in the neighborhood that I live in. We included several Black-owned businesses in the neighborhood. I just wanted it to be really like, something for the people. I wanted it to be about community. So, you got us on the subway, traveling on the rooftops, the party people, the block parties, people just walking by, passing. There was a woman who was in the video, but just kind of like very candidly. And the scheme and the feel, or the color vibration rather, was orange. And she just happened to be wearing an orange shirt. And so I asked her, I was like, "You want to be in my video?" She was like, "No." She wasn't ready.
Right.
But she was like, I was like, "Well, is it okay if we get you on camera?" She was like, "Yeah, it's okay if you get me on camera, but like, I don't want to be like in it." You know what I'm saying?
Right. No speaking parts or anything. Right.
And so, funny enough, I ran into her on the corner 2 days ago, and she was like, "Hey, I just wanted to let you know, I don't know if you remember the day you walked by and somebody was shooting a video. Well, that was me, and like, the video's out, and I wanted you to see it." So, just the people in the community have really been open, and I literally just walk through the neighborhood and just even ask people, like, "Hey, like, I would love, like, would you like to be in my video?"
I saw the brothers with the grills. What was going on with that?
And a lot of people were even just people that I just met on the street, just like, "Hey, can you just, your vibration, your energy, your shine right now is for right now, and for this too."
The essence of it.
Yes, indeed. So it really all came together. So it's a beautiful project, and I've been working on, or what I've been doing is doing a video tour at different Black-owned businesses in Brooklyn to show the video. So I premiered the video and we projected it on the side of, I actually did it here at my house, and we projected it on the side of a building.
Wow.
And so, we've done it at Basquiat's Bottle, which is a Black-owned business in Brooklyn. And, you know, we've done it in a couple other places. So just wanted to continue to do that, to share, you know, share that music with the people.
Straight communalism.
Yes. I just had a record come out with Kai Alce. This is our second record. And it's called Build a Bridge. And one thing I just really love about working with Kai and NDATL is he always gives me the opportunity and the choice to like release vinyl.
Oh yeah. All about that wax.
Yes. And so, you know, with my dad working at Loud Records, and then he also had an underground hip hop club called Unity, you know, releasing records on vinyl, even though it's not hip hop.
This was in the West Coast, right?
Yes,
this was on in LA, California.
Yes,
or LA.
Worked at the LA office, yes.
Gotcha.
But, you know, just to be able to do that kind of as like, you know, my, like my flowers, if you will, in vinyl, you know, to my dad, you know what I mean? Like, and every time I get a vinyl record, you know, I always like give it to my dad, and I just feel like it's like a really special thing. So I'm so excited about the record, and it'll be available on September 3rd on TrackSource.
Right, on the label NDATL, Kai's label?
Yes, NDATL,
okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And so we have mixes by Jahad Muhammad, and we also have a mix by Beloved. So a lot of funk and flavor on it. You know, I typically write all of my lyrics. I am, you know, like looking for co-writers, but it has to be like, you know,
sync with what you do.
Yeah, because, you know, writing for me is very intimate. It's very spiritual.
Right.
And so it's not just the, you know, we're trying to get together to make a record. Like, you know, it has to mean something. And, you know, it just can be very personal. So, but yeah, so super excited about that. And then after that, I have an upcoming record coming out called Sugary.
Okay.
Yes. And so this record is just way different from anything I've ever done before. Produced by Spirits in Motion. And it's almost like the Wizard of Oz took over the house party.
All right. Hey.
Holden. Okay. See, mommy got a
Pop Up House HEADZ letting you on the inside of Miranda Nicole right now. You see what's going on?
Yes, you were on the inside with Miranda Nicole. This is the soul part of Glam Soul.
There you go. The essence, the drive. Yes. And I think Andy B had a question, or she just wanted to really give you your flowers as being a mother and pushing so hard in the industry and the balance of it all. Like she wants you to shout you out on that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Andy. You know, it's the most challenging thing I think I've ever done in my life. But it's the most beautiful thing and rewarding thing that I've ever done in my life. And I really am just working to embrace all the different sides of it and, you know, not just get caught in the two emotions, you know what I'm saying? But everything in between, you know? And it is something that you have to balance. But, you know, I think that, you know, women are capable, you know, it comes naturally to us, you know, it's part of us. But that also is not to dismiss the challenges, you know what I mean? And I think that's the biggest thing that I want to, you know, just say, because I feel like a lot of times people say, oh, motherhood it's so great. It's amazing, everything about it. And it's like, you're lying.
Oh, no.
You know?
I know that on firsthand.
You know, just being a parent.
Right.
But just there's a special thing about being like a mother. You know what I mean? Because there's just so much more, you know, it's just the intimacy of just being pregnant and all of that. You know what I mean?
Right, no, definitely.
It's like something you created and like came out of your body. It's like some weird, it's really like extraterrestrial.
And the sense of urgency is like your last breath of air. So I definitely understand that.
Yes.
Well, no. Hats off to everybody who's handling
doing it. Absolutely.
Parental duties.
Yes, being a great parent, being a present parent, also pursuing, you know, whatever their passion is. I just, you know, I give it up. And parents who have more than one child, you guys are the real superheroes. DC, what is it? Comics needs to make a superhero about y'all.
I think they might be looking at your design. But that's a segue into the sisters are so powerful, especially in house music. I understand you did a project with Mickey Affleck.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And this is the poster behind here of the project. Do you see it?
Yes, indeed. I love it. Right. I don't even have one.
Well, no, you're gonna have one soon, definitely. we got you covered. All right.
Yes.
So that was a project, and then you sung on the Boardwalk or Coney Island. Like what happened?
So I did the Boardwalk last week on the 15th. Last Sunday on the 15th, with Spirits in Motion, Nunu Rocks, and Millie Mills. So it was all women lineup. It was just beautiful. The people out there were beautiful. It was a beautiful day on the beach. So I got the opportunity, to sing Shine and sing Sugary. And, so no, it was just a good time, and I'm just looking forward to, the next performance. Right now I'm scheduled for September. I'm just gonna say it's in Newark. I'm not gonna say who it's with. I'm not gonna say the date.
Until don't really say it right now.
I'm supposed to be a surprise.
Okay.
So I just don't want to ruin the surprise.
Allegedly, we heard. Allegedly, we might have heard something. I don't know.
I'll be in Newark in September, so that should be exciting, and definitely coming to House in the Park this year.
Oh yes.
So excited! I'm bringing Golden. I mean, literally, since she was in my womb, I was like, I can't wait to bring her to House in the Park.
Right.
So now she's like before, and this is going to be the perfect time for her.
Yeah, no, we're anticipating it.
3.
And now everybody knows this, so make sure y'all have your trinkets for her, the gifts for her, and the hugs and everything, or whatever pounds. But tell me something about you performing. And I always watch your stage performances. You put so much into it. Did you go to a performing arts school, like earlier in life?
I didn't go to a performing arts school. I went to Riverdale High School. Shout out RHS, Southside, ATL.
Did Salah go there? Nah, cause he.
No, Salah didn't. No, Salah didn't go there.
Got you. Okay, go ahead.
He raised in East Point, but no.
All right.
However, yes, I was always in chorus. I was in the girls trio. I was one of the youngest ones to be in girls trio. I competed all 4 years while I was in high school. So I did a lot of things like that. When I got to college, I kind of did more of the athletic and poetry side, because I am a spoken word poet, which a lot of people don't know about me. And that actually helped me to build my confidence and my stage presence as a singer. Because, if anybody knows me, I never really intended to be a singer. I wanted to be a songwriter. I always knew I wanted to be in music. I knew I could.
You froze. Hold on. 3, 2, 1. All right.
Yeah. So, I always knew that I wanted to sing, but I also said I knew what this business requires of people. And, you really do have to sacrifice a lot of things. And that's not to say that I haven't made sacrifices, but there are just certain things like my values that I don't want to have to sacrifice. So I came in the game really just planning on being a songwriter, maybe doing some background vocal singing, still being in the mix without having to be in the mix, if you will. And just through it, working with different people and the encouragement of others, saying hey, you could do this. But also, I prayed and I said, God, I want it the way that it's meant for me. And, I worked in Red Zone Studios for a long time, even before I started performing. I worked in different studios around Atlanta. I did, records for Jazzy Faye, referencing them. It's called a reference record. So referencing records for Jazzy Faye, referencing records for Chris Henderson, who did Jamie Foxx, Blame It on the Alcohol. So I've been around a lot of people, but for me and for my spirit and for my values, and not to say those people, but it's just that part of the industry, the machine. I understand. It's the machine. It's not necessarily, I mean, people run the machine, but you understand what I'm saying.
Yes.
I just knew that I couldn't, even if I it's like a stripper. You get real drunk real night, you go shake it one good time, but it's like, am I gonna keep doing this for the rest of my, you know what I mean? And I know that I'm not capable of that. You know what I mean? Like, that's not it for me. So, it's I've taken the longer road, if you will. I've taken the road less traveled.
That's so ironic that you talked about that, because I was going to ask you, if you had a preference, would you stay independent or would you be signed?
I mean, honestly, for me, it's like, there's a little gray, so I'm like, can I get a major independent label?
Right. It's the deal structure that's going to work for you.
Yeah, can I get something where you're major enough, meaning you have the financial backing to get me the opportunities that I should get, and get us in the door, but still you have an independent mindset about how we go about doing things.
Right.
And so, that's really my goal. And in the meantime, I'm just making records. I'm always in the studio. I still have many records that haven't been released. But that's why my focus is always to make timeless records, because you don't never know what time the record gonna come out. And let's just be real. That's some of the background that people don't know. Like, a lot of records, it's coming to you today, but I recorded that record 3 years ago.
Right. Trying to clear it and certain things and whatever.
Well, not even about clearance, but you're also working with a whole nother entity. You're working with a producer, a label, you're on their schedule. True. You know what I'm saying? And so you, as the artist, that's why for me, I always am working, because that way I always have something coming out. You know what I mean? And even though it might be a 2 year or whatever, but now it's coming out, and now they're coming out. You know what I mean?
Right. You dropped you laid the seeds, and then they're growing it. Right. They're coming to harvest. Now, well, that's exactly what you're supposed to do. Like, I know there's producers that it takes them longer, than others, and it's unfortunately, shelving music is not cool, But when you make timeless music, we'll say this, it lasts forever. And I think you don't make period music, you make timeless music, so they could never stale date it.
What I'm learning about the idea of shelving a record, I've changed my perspective, and because what it really is about seasoning it. Kissing You was such a big record because Ian played that record for a year and a half before he put it out anywhere. It was not available anywhere.
Ian Friday.
Onto the party, yes, Ian Friday. So for him to play it and playing it constantly at all his parties, and now people know the words to it, but they're like, I don't have it. I need it. You know what I'm saying? It creates the hype. And when you're independent, you have to do stuff like that. You know what I mean? You can't, for me, I think the only things that one of the things I'm disappointed, with the house music, is just the music comes out so quickly that it's especially as an artist, I wait for you for years to put it out, and then you put it out, and then next week you just put somebody else's record out. Right.
I agree. It's funny you say that, because somewhere I'm trying to create within the Pop Up House HEADZ format of playing videos over. There's nowhere that docs the music, and it just reoccurs. Like you said, it's such a hot cake type of thing. And next day, totally agree.
Why is house should not be like that? For me, because that's how everything else is. It's you release a whole record, and they talking about, so when's the next thing coming out? And I'm like, friend, because I've had people come to me and say, oh, when's your next song coming out? And I'm like, oh, did you hear this song? And they're like, no. Did you hear this song? And they're like, no. I'm like, friend, well, them came out in the last 6 months. So what are you doing?
Right.
You know what I mean? I love you, but don't pressure me for something new when you haven't even get into what's out there.
Right.
You know what I mean? You're just playing the same song on repeat, and I love it. I do. I love it. Get into Kissing You all. It's about 1,000 mixes of it. Listen to all 1,000. Right.
Right.
But just listen to the new stuff because, you know, I have a message. You know, I want to connect with people, and the only way that I'm gonna be able to connect with you is if you're like listening. You know what I mean? And if you're tapping, and if you're, because, you know, we know with algorithms and all this new stuff, all this, you know, again, social media stuff, you have to be as dedicated to the what you want to take in, to the content you want to see. So if you want to see me, you have to search for me.
You want to speak to me.
You have to look for me. You know what I mean? Don't just wait to see me in the street. Like, where can I find friends? Now you know where Beyonce stuff is, don't you?
Right.
Okay.
See the irony of that. You know, back in the days, people really had to dig and take that. Like now, everything's on the fingertip, but you had to physically go. And then we'll talk. Say that again.
So all you have to do is just type it in.
There you go. It's so easy. I mean, almost to the point where it's dumb people down on their research, you know, about doing research, because people just. Well,
because I think now we're in a place too where we're, you know, we want the information to come to us, and I understand because I am still a consumer. You know what I'm saying? While I am a content creator, I am a consumer. But I also have realized how some of my habits have had to change in order to seek whatever it is that I'm looking for. You know, whether it's Black-owned businesses that I want to spend my money with. Am I going to wait for them to come to me? No, I'm not going to see they ad. I'm going to see Kmart and Walmart and whatever else first. You know what I mean? But if my intention is to do something different, then I'm going to have to do something different.
Right.
And, you know, that's really all I'm encouraging people to do. You know, is just do something different. You know, don't just see me and say extra, because I'm a real person, you know what I mean? And I got real things going on, you know what I mean? And I really try to take all those real things and connect with people because I know I'm not the only one, you know? But if you say you support me, then really support me, you know? Like, if you say, oh, let's like holla at me, you know what I'm saying? Book me for a show, buy my music, you know what I'm saying? Like, just, it's really the smallest things. Like, you know, at this point in my life, I'm just kind of over the lip service of it all. Like, just like, let's get behind our intent, because that's what time it is in the world, like on earth. It's time to get behind our intention, you know?
Action,
yes.
Action and due diligence. And I think that message will resonate to the audience. And I mean, I buy the singles so we could play on the show. So we definitely support the music, you know, and it's worthy of buying it. But same thing, we're talking about.
Because I be giving stuff out, you know, like if I did have a manager, it'd be like, girl, if you don't stop giving stuff out.
You got to give a little bit to the universe to get more, right?
But that's my spirit, you know. And I feel like once people connect with my spirit and they genuinely see, oh no, she genuinely, you know what I mean? Like they be like, okay, next time, you know, I'm gonna keep it on my mind. You know what I mean? Or that's just my hope, you know. That's my hope. Yeah. So I just wanted to also just shout the director and editor of my new video for Shine, Ashley Alexandria. And also the videographer Jean, they're just so amazing. Jean Antoine, just so amazing, incredible. This is the second visual that I've done with them here in New York, and so just incredible and super thankful, you know, that all things just align when they're supposed to. So I just wanted to make sure I shouted them out.
Nah, your team is definitely supporting you, and you're so professional, as you should be, but you really command it, and you can see within your product that things are handpicked, hand selected for the best organic outcome, and it shows. So you're doing your thing. I
do my best. I don't know if I'm as intentional. I think, you know, God has just really blessed me to put on my spirit, you know. And honestly, like when I sit down to write, I just always say a prayer and I just ask God to come through, you know. And if God comes through the pen, then it's on. You know what I mean? But it's really not even about me. And sometimes, you know, I go back and I listen to records and, you know, like as I mentioned before, you know, records are coming back from 2-3 years ago and now they're new to the world, but old to me. So I haven't heard them. But the message sometimes is so on point for me. You know, it's almost like my message to me, God's message to me, you know, and I feel like, you know, that's what makes it timeless. Like if I can, you know, Shine has a real message, you know, and if you really listen to the words, you'll understand it, you know what I mean? Because we can truly get in our own way. You know, we can overthink things. We can think that we're not worthy, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and also understanding the only way you make it in this world is if you try. If you actually put one foot in front of the other, you know, things are not just gonna come to us. So, you know, even in this season for me, Shine, you know, resurfacing and becoming such a big part of my life, and hearing it and hearing Golden sing the words, which is just crazy, you know, just even when the song's not even playing, she's just like singing it, you know? It's like, it's just a constant reminder, like, too, I can shine too. Yeah, I had a baby, I moved away from home, I'm doing different things, I'm like yada yada yada, I'm getting older, all the different things of life, right? But I can still shine if I continue to try. Thank you. You gave me a gummy there.
Oh, look at that. See, now that's beautiful, because when the youth are reciting your lyrics, that says something. Like when they embrace it, it didn't come from a machine. It just came from you playing it, her hearing it, and a great symbol of what our future is going to be like. Because there you go, like you said, you're bringing it to a house in the park, and so you're already cultivating the youth for the next generation of house music, and that's a beautiful thing as well.
Yes, indeed.
Where can the people find your stuff? I know you're all over the place.
Yes, indeed. So definitely on all your major music platforms. If you would like to have your money come straight to you, you can go to glamsoul.bandcamp.com. But make sure you follow me on Instagram, IG at GlamSoulStar. Everything is the Glam Soul movement. You know, you can always just put in, you know, Google Miranda Nicole, Glam Soul. So make sure that pops up. And so I'm on YouTube, Glam Soul Star on YouTube, and definitely want everybody to check out the new video. I'll send you the links for that and everything. But I also have one other thing. I wanted to show you something new that I'm working on, if that's okay.
This some merch?
It's a merch. It's different though. It's a merch. So, you know, I'm a mom. Okay. And yes, indeed. So a new venture that I started, like, you know, during COVID, and just kind of, you know, finding different ways to not only just express myself, but also to, you know, make a coin and also be of service to my community, because all of that, I want all of those things to work together hand in hand. So I started making aromatherapeutic neck pillows.
Wow.
And so it's Art Mom Artisans. And so this is one of them. This is one of my newer patterns, but they're filled with organic flaxseed and lavender. They're weighted, obviously, because of, you know, what's inside of them. But you can put it in the microwave for 2 minutes. And yeah, so it's just a really great, smells amazing. So it's aromatherapeutic, and, you know, just after having a baby, and, you know, I understood more about women and postpartum and just different things. And I just wanted to say, how can I do something that's creative, that also helps and heals? And I feel like there's so many, because I did work in the wellness business for a while, and there are just so many different things that are not available to our community or that we don't know about. But one thing I wanted to do, I picked all African patterns. They all have African names. I support local businesses and Black-owned businesses to get like my fabric and stuff. This is another one.
So you ship them out, or you have them in with like local businesses as well?
Yeah, so my goal is to, I definitely want to ship them out, you know, do some vending, but my goal is to retail them, you know, in different businesses and different Black-owned businesses in different cities.
It's gonna get there.
You know, yes. So little by little, you know, I just launched in December of last year.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And so, yes, so I'm just thankful. I'm grateful, and I know that mine is mine, and I want to encourage everybody else to know the same thing. What's yours is yours, all in time. Just work every day, be present every day, just make an effort.
Okay, what's the price point on that?
So they're only $30.
Okay.
They're $30.
And that and they can go to glamsoul.com, your website.
Yes. So for the neck pillows, I can be emailed at artmommedia@gmail.com.
Right.
For now, I'm working on getting my business license so that I can, but you can also go to Art Mom Media on Instagram as well and DM me. I always post all the different patterns and new patterns and things like that on there as well. So that's just how I'm doing it right now, and then shipping them out. And if anybody's interested in wholesaling, hit me up.
This is for the young and old. This product is for everybody, correct?
It's for everyone. I actually have some smaller sizes for children.
Okay.
And I'm doing eye pillows and lumbar pillows, which is just a long pillow that goes from here to here.
All right. Well, I think I definitely would like to get a gift for my mother, and I like necessary gifts or gifts that we really use.
Yes.
So you already got a sales.
I really have gotten some great feedback. DJ Kevin Latham has got one. For he and his daughter, and he sent me pictures, and they're really enjoying theirs. So it is something that it's useful. It's a beautiful product, and I definitely think that it's something that will contribute to my community. The same with my music does, and so that's all.
Crafted with care and love. We definitely appreciate you. Just that's giving back truly. So blessings to you, my sister. Thank you. I can't wait to see you when you come down here. And that's it. Everybody, you have her information. Please support this sister. She's given you great music over the years. So thank you again.
Thank you so much. I can't wait to see you.
Yes, and hopefully it dries up there. You know what I'm saying? We sent that storm your way. But it's passing though. As long as everybody's safe and sound.
Yes, indeed.
All right, well, peace. You have a great day.
Peace.
All right. Peace, family. Thank you.